I have made a grand appearance with lightning.
Oh my god, there's a baby zombie.
Like, seriously, the second that I started the stream and I'm like, oh, I'm here, thunder just crashed.
Nice.
Yeah. My tower, it has a hole. What the fuck? I just hear the music in the background.
That's my phone's new ringtone. It's mayonnaise on an escalator. It just goes, mayonnaise.
That's what they were saying. Okay, I was so confused.
Yeah, the technical song, if I remember correctly, goes, mayonnaise on an escalator. Going up the stairs, so I'll see you later.
Why do I feel like, for some reason, I cannot help but feel that somewhere in a world they made an animation of Patrick Star singing that, because I can't help but remember, is mayonnaise an instrument? And I can just imagine him wearing the band uniform and everything, just like yelling into the mic like he did with SpongeBob, just straight up yelling mayonnaise. Like, that's what I think.
I mean, who am I to tell you that you're wrong?
If no one has done that yet, I just gave you inspiration, so please credit me.
If I utilize that in any way, I will credit you, definitely.
There you go. I remember this armor was made. You made me this armor because I accidentally fell in lava and I lost everything.
Right after the Ender Dragon fight.
Yep. Dude, I was so heartbroken. Yeah. I had good stuff on me and I just went boop. I was so distraught.
Quite unfortunate.
Yep. We begin the stream. A tale like any other.
A tale as old as time and as tragic as time is long.
Dude, whenever you said that first line, my brain was like, dude, stop it. Because I just recently watched Beauty and the Beast, the remastered remake version with Emma Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I have opinions about it.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm not saying it's a horrible movie, okay? I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie. However, I'm gonna say this. It's not trying to be an insult, but number one, you can never try to... There's no way in hell that you can beat an original. Ever.
No.
Easy, Thunder. I haven't even dropped the lightning yet. However, what they did, seeing the movie itself, beautiful. Fairly well executed. I don't know where the hell I'm going, but the movie was nice. If you were to, not think about the original Beauty and the Beast and just watched it as just a film, visually gorgeous. Would love to watch it again just so I could just stare at the beautiful design of their, layout of the castle. It was incredible. I absolutely adored it. I love it so much. But in terms of it being like a remake, it was just a little too all over. It still followed the idea, it still followed the main thing, it's just it was still off.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna end up making an insult, and I'm saying this now. I have no hate towards this person. Okay? I think they are a good actress. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, whenever I watched Emma Watson acting as Belle in the movie, there were a few scenes that I'm like, her acting could use a little bit of help.
You can very quickly piss off an entire fandom.
I know. That's why I'm saying this. I'm saying this now. Her and the whole Harry Potter series, amazing, stunning, great, beautiful acting. It's just there were a couple of scenes where she just had to stand there pretty much. And it just, I don't know if it was because of how they wrote it or what, but like it just looks so tacky.
It was probably purposeful, and in part due to the way that they wrote it, because in the original story there were parts where she was really awkward. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And that's what it, like if that was what she was trying to go for, my god, she nailed it. But it just looks so weird to see them just be like, just stand there and awkwardly just stare at the whole situation that's going down in front of them. Like, dude, have a better reaction than just with your mouth open. I could aim a fucking cookie in your mouth and just like slingshot it. Like, come on, man. Please. But again, I have no hate towards Emma Watson. I think, number one, she is a fucking gorgeous lady. She's gorgeous. Number two, I am not hating on her ability to act, because I know she can act very well. I've seen her act in a couple of other movies.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one movie, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a movie that was based off a true story that was very cult-like. And she pretty much like went into, because the man that she loved was in there, and then they eventually escaped together. Slice spoil. They escaped together, and then you later find out like the actual story behind what was happening in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters were fictional, but the whole situations, that was all real. The cult was real. Everything else except for the characters were real. And how people did try to escape. And how a lot of them ended up losing their lives. And is that your castle I found?
I don't know. Where are you? What are your coordinates?
From where I am standing currently, 56788 negative 320. With the
Then
mushroom that is
probably
destroyed?
not. No.
Why did
My
you
current
destroy a
coordinates.
mushroom?
What?
Why would you destroy
I,
a mushroom?
I don't know. Why
What's
would you
wrong with
destroy a
you?
mushroom?
What's wrong with you?
I don't even know if that was me, but it was probably me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a good chance it was me who destroyed a mushroom.
Well, I'm in someone's house anyway.
Whose house?
No idea, but they have a dragon, they have the Ender Dragon head above their bed.
Oh,
And their
that's my
bed is a
house.
single bed.
Yeah, that's my house. That's my big house outside of my little hill base.
Yeah, like I said, I think I found it. You're using, what is this called? Birchwood with
Yeah.
darkwood? Or darkstone?
Yeah, deep slate.
Why? This makes me think of a bumblebee! Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow!
Okay.
Why? Why would you have it be this? Why are you having it as a maze, too? What's wrong with you? Career, are you okay? Do we need to
No.
consult? Do we need to consult a therapist?
Probably.
Mhm.
It's not a maze, by the way.
It's not. I realize that now, but everything is going in a point. Why is it making me think of a thing? A thing? A thing?
A
A thing?
thing?
A thing? I can't remember
What
what it
thing?
was called, but it was before it was turned into something bad. It was representative of something good. Forgot what it was called.
A swastika?
Not that one. The good one. Oh shit! Spider. Hi. Hi. I know it's nighttime, but there's no need to come after me. I'm gonna steal your string. What was the thing that it was called before it was turned into that?
Oh.
Great talk.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to Google it.
I don't remember. I remember there was a specific name for it. And it was supposed to represent, like, peace and kindness or prosperity or whatever. But at some point it used to mean this, and then they were like, ha 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 ha, turn it at like 45 degrees. Boom. All my shit! Number 1, creeper. Number 2, where the hell kind of other world dimension am I? I am no longer in Kansas. Where am I? Why are there beds lined up like this? What have you guys been doing? Why?
It's probably me, not gonna lie.
I have questions within questions.
Yeah, like, it's still called the swastika. It was just, technically an ancient Aryan symbol.
Oh! I see.
It was
YouTube,
just, it was
please
a
don't
good symbol
cancel
before.
me!
It was a good symbol before.
Yeah, it was a good symbol, and they're like, turn it 40 degrees. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was originally a symbol of peace. You are correct, but
Mm-hmm. I can't talk, I'm eating a small muffin. Ah.
you're eating a muffin.
Yes. From Little Debbie. Not sponsored.
Okay, can you give me like 2 minutes? I have to use the bathroom real quick.
Hello, YouTube. How are you doing? Don't ask me about any of this stuff because I can honestly tell you, I have no idea. This is not my doing by any means of the imagination. I just got shot. I'm fine. This was all Kree's doing. If you don't know who Kree is, and then you definitely have to be new here because Kree is my buddy. Please check him out. He has a YouTube. He goes by Creomancer. We do live streams together on occasion called the late night / early morning stream. If you're new to this, welcome. These are random. They will forever be random, and there is no changing that. We just play games, usually Minecraft, in the middle of the night, or kind of late in the night. Depends on how we're doing. He is kind of stepped out right now, so I'm just here. But, you know, good stuff, good soup. Meanwhile, Kree is very creative. Can I just say that? Kree is very creative in this game. He's gonna find this out later, but, you know, whatever. He will eventually come back. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I came from. How do I get back to where I be? How did I get around? My brain circles. This, why do I feel like Chris did this? Angle, Chris, potato, mango. Cause this seems like her work. A lot.
Probably because it is.
Yeah, the slightly like tree house.
Yeah, the house on stilts with the copper roof.
Yep. This looks like her style. And honestly, I am digging it. It's really cute. It's also very
right.
like cozy. And it also gives like this nice like cottage core vibes.
I think that's also the way she described it at
I
one
love
point.
it. It's awesome.
Because when I first saw it, I was like, this is so cottagecore chic.
I know, but like that's what I liked about it. You gonna judge me?
No. Probably not.
Look, man, there's only one thing you're allowed to judge me for, and that is being the queen of furnaces. Oh my gosh, my tower, you can see it all the way from here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. My tower. I, please don't question me. Please don't. For anyone who is new to this, and anyone who happens to find this area, who finds this random stream and makes it this far, because more than likely you got bored and already left, if you managed to make it this far, congratulations. Welcome to my furnace tower. I have been working on this furnace tower for quite a few live streams now. You can fuck off, creeper. I have been doing this for quite a while. How long have I been working on this tower? Because I honestly don't remember, Cree. Oh yeah, my dogs.
Total
Huey,
cumulative
Dewey,
time,
Louie.
you've probably been working on it for about 10 hours, I guess. 10 or 12 playing
Yeah,
hours.
a while. And the pink one. I also plan on having a giant wall made of slime, which is also why I've been obsessing with slimes lately. Even the staircase here, even though it does not have any railings, is made of birch slabs and furnaces. I plan on having every single furnace filled with coal, honestly. And currently I am on level, how tall am I? Ah, I'm going down! Whee! This is also why I have slime in the middle. That way I can bounce and just walk back up. And it wouldn't be as painful and I don't have to die. It's called convenience!
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm kind of losing it. I am currently on floor 614. No, I am currently on 119 up. There we go. That makes sense. English is great. Hiya. I've been doing this for way too long. Whee!
So,
Unis, honest, unis, honest, yes.
Oh, Jesus. That's a throwback.
I was staring at it and it kind of looked like a weird spiral, but like broken. I was like, it looks like unis, honest, but broken.
How would you feel about just doing a lot of digging?
Just digging like the dirt or...
Deep slate.
Ew.
I'll provide the equipment.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, like, why? Why deep slate?
Why deep slate? Give me 1 second. I'll show you why.
Wait, why? I think I'm gonna
It
plant
takes me a couple minutes to
some
get
of
where I
these.
can.
I have a new idea in my head, which requires me to take a break from building my furnace tower. Which might come as a shock to people.
Yeah, especially if they've been keeping up with it so far.
Especially if people have been very invested in seeing my tower be built, which I don't know if anyone is interested in that, but you know. An idea is an idea. But I'm like, you know, I need a break from it. I have a better idea. Well,
Gosh darn it.
it might not be a
Hold
better
on,
idea.
I'm about to
but
send you a screenshot.
do it. That was not the hiccups, I promise.
Are you sure?
Yes. Here you are. Cook this.
And if it allows you, please feel free to share it on stream. I don't care.
I don't know if I know how to do it because it won't show like any of the messages. It'll just be a black little blob on my screen.
Oh, that's fine. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. It's okay either way.
PlayStation, why have you done this to me? Why did you log me out? Like, PlayStation logged me out for some reason. of
That is
my
strange. Did
account.
it stop your stream?
No,
Hmm.
I just don't remember my password. Unless this was my password, and I managed to get it right on the first try. What am I doing? Axe. Right.
Looking at a screenshot.
Right. I had to log into my thing first. You have sent me an image. What is the image? What the hell? Cree, why do you have a bunch of pillars? What's wrong with you? Why?
That's gonna be the outer wall of my castle that I'm working on.
Oh. Oh, you said castle. Oh, not your
Yeah.
house that I was thinking was the castle. No, like you mean
Go big or go home.
fancy.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, shit. All right then. Uh, I see.
And hence, I'm going to need deep slate.
Gotcha. Where did you find deep slate again?
Below Y0. Anywhere underground below Y0.
Mm. I feel like I have some in my stuff, but I didn't even bother to look.
You probably do.
I probably do. I just haven't done anything with it. But right now, my brain says I have a new mission because I saw Angel's work, and I'm like, I want to do something similar.
But if it puts it into perspective for you so far, that's 3 shulker boxes full of deep slate that I've used.
Holy shit, dude. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, and it has coordinates too, so I can see it. And I can actually go over and show them.
Yeah, if you want to. Come on over.
Meanwhile, they can see my cursed way of how I destroy a tree from the top and work my way down by breaking it and then fixing it and building myself up and then breaking it again.
Hmm.
Look, you and Angle both made fun of me for it. Okay, you said what? Oh my gosh. Okay, it is in this realm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently here working on
Cool.
it.
I'm on my way. It's just, oh Lord, you're there. Okay, so I have to go this way, past the mountains. Oh, this is gonna be a trip. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's quite far, honestly.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I'm gonna be doing more of like a hard right than I am gonna be doing anything else.
I think I might have another portal to it.
Well, if you do or not, I'm going by foot.
Okay. I was going to offer to try to find another portal and then show you where it is and bring you back, basically.
Too late, I have already dug my grave. I am now climbing out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, I have to go 1200. Okay. I can do this. No big deal. I just have to cross the ocean. Geronimo! Whee! Hopefully I don't drown. I remember that whenever I play... Thankfully it hasn't happened lately, which is gonna be a jinx, and I don't have any wood to knock on. Ah, shit. Hold up. There we go. Got it. But, I haven't drowned in the Minecraft lately, which is nice. It's a nice change of pace.
I bet.
Slightly this way. 1200. Oh god, I have 1000 more to go. So Kree, have you been?
I've been doing fine. adjusting to the new job, getting ready to start streaming again, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Check out Cree. He's gonna be doing streams again. Yay. Would you like to promote yourself? Because I'm not good at it.
Um, I'm really not either. Realistically, I just am looking to get back into streaming, some content creation, make some videos, some music here and there. Just kind of get back into the hang of it, the groove of it that I used to have, and try to get up a good following of people. I've started
Yeah.
on TikTok most recently, and I'm up to like 800 followers, basically.
It's a lot.
So I can't complain
I
too
don't
bad.
I don't do much on TikTok. I just like every once in a while anymore. It's like, here's a video of a drawing and that's it. And I'll be like, okay, see you around in a month, maybe 2 months, maybe three, whenever. Bye. And I just bail.
Yeah, which I would love to see more of your stuff on TikTok because I think that your artwork on TikTok is awesome.
Thank you. Have you noticed that there's just a broken portal in the middle of the ocean?
Yes, it's quite big too.
It's huge. Why?
Why is it so big, or why is it there?
Both.
Random generation.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have them linked over on my homepage. I have him and another buddy of mine who also does live streams. Please check out both their channels. Give them a subscribe, maybe. Probably, you know what? Just give them a subscribe. If you want more civilized and less crazy like me, I recommend them instead. I am drowning now. I'm fine. Look, man, I got distracted by a delicious muffin. Ah,
Lord.
Jenkins.
Oh,
I gotta eat a pork chop in the middle of the ocean.
God. Oh, Lord. Okay.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I think this is going to be a substantially sized castle. I just now have to work on leveling some of the inside and finishing the outer walls, and then work on the inside of the castle.
Is there... I think I remember why I almost drowned almost every single time I would go in the ocean. It's because I'll be
Yep.
looking for pirate ships. Are there any pirate ships? Oh, there's just seaweed. I don't want seaweed. I want ship. I made it to the 1000.
Oh, funny thing. I didn't even notice until just now, but I'm standing on 1148, 188, 1148.
Why?
I don't know. I was just there working on things, and then
Pilgrimage 1209 is
you probably can't.
Dude,
see
I
it.
can't sleep in a bed in the middle of the
all
ocean.
players need to
That's
sleep
fair.
in bed at the
But
same
my
time.
respawn point is set if I die.
That's fair.
How far away are you?
I gotta go north.
That does not answer that question.
I'm about
Nothing about
300
that was a
south.
measurement. Okay.
So I gotta keep on crossing a little bit.
Just gotta keep
I'm
on
looking
keeping
at
on.
the mountains, if that helps you out. I see mountain.
Nice.
Hiya.
That means you're fairly close.
Or I just have to climb the mountain area. Cause like I've seen like the icy part of the mountain, and I'm just now reaching the snow plummet area. Here, here, let me climb with my little legs. Spider, I see you, I hear you. Skeletons, please don't stab my butthole.
Is that really how this works?
Yes,
They aim directly for the butthole?
yes, it's very dangerous, vicious cycle.
Huh.
Uh-huh. It's not a
Okay.
fun game. Please, please, please. Zombie! Zombie, zombo, don't, please, no. Alright, I'm kind of losing sanity. How are you?
I fell quite far.
Hi,
I
potatoes.
just keep falling down because life hates me.
Dude, do you wanna...
Okay, so this is how you recognize the states of, like, mental devolution.
Okay, to put it simply, I had to pull an all-nighter last night. So in my Discord, I put a picture and I said, art suck, pretty much. Oh, there it is, found it. I found you.
Nice.
But I pretty much said art suck because that drawing that I did that I posted in my Discord, I was up until morning. I was up all day. I was up all night last night, except for 45 minutes that I took, and I slept for I set a timer for 5 minutes, so I slept for 5-minute intervals for 45 minutes. So I am running on 45 minutes of sleep for over 24 hours.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, so my brain is overly fried, and now I just sound like a crazy behemoth. You come in that door, I will kill you and your family.
I really hate to break it to you, but nothing about you sounds behemoth-esque.
Whoa.
You sound quite small.
There is the death of your family. Bother me another day. Oh my gosh.
There's a bunch of
You
zombies
may
out.
not rest now. There are monsters nearby.
Yeah. They're a-holes.
Oh, you're sleeping?
Yeah, I'm staying in your bed area over here, wherever the hell it is.
Okay. I hate it. I'm almost
Anyway, this is
out
what
of
Kreese
sleep.
sent me a picture of, was this. This is his castle that he's going to be working on. A very small project.
Yeah, it's fairly small.
Small. You hear me? This is small.
Yeah.
You getting this? This is a small project. Dude, what's small is me making the tower. This ain't small. My furnace tower is smaller of a project than this.
Where are you?
I'm at the base. I'm sinking in snow. Please, snow, snowman, snow. Ow, cold, ow, cold, ow. Hi. Thank you. Yeah. I'm out. This is Cree. Hello.
Currently wearing leather boots so I don't sink in the snow like that.
He is the professional Minecraft man. I am a bystander. My alarm, fuck. I'm fine. My alarm just scary.
That was a terrifying alarm, Jesus.
It's like, I'ma get ya. They got me. Wee.
But yeah, as you can see, I've finished this side's towers.
Yeah, small project, he says.
And on this side, I have my outline made to where they connect all the way around. I just have to then start the towers on this side, and then the wall, and then all of this is going to be leveled to the same basic level, except for that part of the mountain right there.
So, like, can you, like, go inside of this thing?
Inside of this section?
Yeah.
Not really at the moment, but it's going to be eventually, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I fell.
Oh, I am so going to fall from this.
It's very easy to do.
Dude, you're talking to me. I am the master of not doing smart Minecraft things.
But over here in one of these, there's actually like a staircase down.
Jesus. I was going up and down because of the snow unevenness. Ugh. Oh,
good?
jeez. Your pillars are so hollow. I have to ask, how
Yeah.
many times have you died?
Once.
Just once, really?
And
Oh.
it was because I forgot to...
Pah.
It was because I forgot to, put on my feather falling boots before I jumped.
Ah, yes, how could one forget?
Well, it definitely can happen. I'm proof.
If you land in the snow, will you die?
We'll find out. Not from this height. You're good.
Okay, cool. Whee! Awesome.
Need some food?
Please. Oh my gosh, it's raining meat. Give me that meat. I need to shut up.
Where's the beef?
You got beef with me, huh? I don't know.
Always.
There, that's fair.
Because lime is sus.
Stop! You say that! Dude! You are like the worst third imposter. Dude, oh my gosh. I cannot fathom how much. Oh, I found. Okay. Alright then. I found iron.
What? Oh, yeah.
But I cannot
already-
fathom how many times I have been voted out because I was sus, even though I wasn't even imposter, but Korea was like, yeah, lime's sus, and they're like, I agree, and just voted me out. Like, bro, how? How?
It was great. Everything about it was lovely.
I didn't even, like, there was one time I didn't even kill anybody yet, and I was an imposter, and you're like, lime sus. I didn't even do anything yet. I didn't even do the murder. And everyone's like, yeah, lime's sus. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. And that was the truth. And they're like, yeah, she's sus. And just, boom, done. And they're like, haha, she was imposter. I didn't kill. Like, how
are
you
still
do?
around?
I am around.
Come to the coordinates 1100 1235.
11, 11, snow. Allow me to explain. Me and Snow. Me and Snow. We're not bonding buddies.
Huh? Yeah.
It's a bit of snow. Snow.
I don't see you or
Snow
your
does
name
not
tag.
help my ego. I mean, not that I really have much of an ego. I say that like it's such a really bad thing. I mean, it's okay to have an ego but it's also a good thing not to have too much of an ego, because too much ego is, one, very annoying, but also too much ego, don't have too much ego. It's okay to have a little bit of ego, just not too much, because otherwise you're just going to be annoying and no one really wants to be around you. That's just my own personal take. I've had so many people be like, haha, I know all this stuff. And they literally just were like, you don't know anything, I know everything, and you don't belong here. And I'm like, dude, you need to stop.
Words of wisdom with Geek.
That actually happened though once. I was playing a game of Overwatch, and I admit there are certain things about this character and like doing certain things that I am not good at. I'm still in the learning process of certain things, and I'm like, oh, I figured out this thing that I didn't know I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. But this person's like, you need to know everything about all the characters, and they pretty much like talked dumb to me because I didn't know that I could do certain things yet.
Okay, just turn right and go straight.
Turn right and go straight. Hello, Cree, I see you now. But like, this person just annoyed me because they talked to me like I had never played this game before, even though I was a higher level than them because I had been playing for over 3 years. Now what's with the hole? Secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel. If
Secret
you go straight
tunnel.
that way to the other end, you go out to a village. If you turn right
down
here and
here?
go down, this goes down to my nether portal and the mine that I'm building, so that I can get more deep slate.
Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha,
It goes all the way
gotcha.
down to negative 64.
No negative 69?
64, well, I say negative 64. It technically goes down to like negative 59, 58. But that's because negative 64 is the very bottom.
Needs to be 69.
It needs to be. But they do everything in
Minecraft
multiples of two.
creators, hey, listen to us. Order in the court. 69.
And yes, you can actually see there's like a little room in here.
I like it. Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. I forgot what I was ranting about. I got distracted by
69.
purple.
Negative 69 needing to be a thing, if I remember correctly.
Yes, 69. I'll take this. Whee!
And there's more up here if you want some.
No, maybe, probably, yeah. Whether I want to or not, it was still going to be a part of me. I knew that. I will mine you later. Look, man, I just love dark stone, okay? It's dark. Stone, like,
Yeah.
come on. Mysteries.
Well, this direction takes you through my like nether mines and a certain amount into like just random tunnel basically, where I was searching for all the biomes. Feel free to mine as much out of that. as you
And
like.
what's this one?
This takes you back to my hill base.
I don't remember which one's which.
This is the one where it has my fancy mine.
I can't see. Ugh. Oh, okay, I know where we are. This is the one that connects me back to my place down there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool, cool. Got it. Navigation is my thing. Not really.
My switch charging cord is over here.
You have Blackstone. I'm not stealing it.
It was attached to
I am going to borrow it and never give it back.
I personally have not touched it. I'm still using the same one.
Good.
The one that I got from the house. Plugged into my dock over here. I mean, I'm not using it. You can still steal it.
I'm
Not
not
gonna
stealing
stop you.
anything.
Sorry, I was talking to Aubrey.
Ah, okay. I'm about to say, I'm like, I'm not stealing anything. Even if I was stealing anything, you have not touched it, so I'm not gonna take it. Don't tell Cree.
What did you do?
Don't tell him.
Guys on the rail?
Yes.
Sam Felder, penis waffle written somewhere in the world.
Penis wall?
Penis waffle.
Oh, I thought she said penis wall.
You broke one of my blocks over here.
I didn't break anything.
I can see it.
No.
I know
No,
it's
honestly,
I know it's true. I know it's
I
you.
didn't do it. I actually just stole. I mean, borrowed and will never give back some cobblestone.
Are you sure that's all you did?
That's all I did. If anything else happened, I didn't do it. Not unless a creeper decided to just unleash itself for absolutely no reason. That's the only logical thing I could think of.
That better be the only logical thing you can think of. I'm definitely not right behind you.
Oh, Jesus! You are not joking, but holy shit, did you give me a miniature heart attack? There we go.
Yeah, if I ever have cobblestone you want to use, feel free to take the cobblestone. Use it to build as much furnaces as you want. I don't care.
I
for
was
slime.
doing that anyway, so. Ha.
Like I said, also the same for slime. If you need slime, and I ever have any, feel free to take it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any slimes.
I'm trying to think. I don't know of any swamp biomes right off the top of my head, but that's where you'd find slimes.
Yeah, I know that, but still, haven't been able to find anything.
Thinking about trying to find a mushroom fields
Can I
biome.
feed you guys? No! No mating with the puppies! Don't mate!
Oh, geek, question.
Answer.
Why do we not talk about Bakugo again?
I mean, why don't we talk about Bruno?
7-foot frame with rats along his back.
I remember, for some reason, everyone remembers that part. I remember the beginning line, the whole beginning, right before the rap. And then I also remember Isabella's part.
He told me that I would have the life of my dreams. Something like that. Yeah, I used to remember all of it, and now I'm just like drawing a blank.
I remembered all of it except for the rap.
The rap.
Whenever Dolores would rap after her parents would sing their
Dolores.
part of the wedding.
Yeah,
Dude, I know that song way too well that I could probably get copyright claim for it.
well, I mean, as long as it's you actually singing it, they can't copyright claim you for it. Strangely enough, that's covered under copyright laws as long as you're not claiming you're the one who wrote it and you're the one doing it as a cover art.
Dude, that just reminds me of the 6-hour live stream I did way back when. And during this 6-hour live stream, I was playing Overwatch with some buddies, and eventually we came up to this idea of anytime we were doing a free-for-all deathmatch, where we would each just try to kill each other, and whoever had the least amount of deaths had to sing a song. This is important to the story because we had streamed long enough that I ended up having to do that.
Yeah.
So deep in my series of live streams, is a 6-hour live stream, and somewhere amidst all of that is a certain section, I want to say roughly around the 4 or 5 hour mark, where I actually do sing. But here's the thing about this entire live stream. That whole live stream, we literally wore a new set of headphones so that the music would not be heard. The only thing that you could hear were our voices singing along to the music. All of that got copyright claimed. And we even like told what song we were singing and who sang it.
Did you put it in the description though?
That's what we didn't do because, like I said, it was a live stream.
Well, I mean, if it was a live stream, then that changes everything though, because live streams have different policies now.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep. But deep in my old streams, it's over a year old by far. I think it's getting close to 2 years now.
Oh,
if
and
it
I
isn't
don't think
already.
you saw my little pyramid that I built.
I probably did. I just didn't do anything with it.
It
But every
was
time
out
whenever you
behind
said pyramid, my brain instantly makes me think of me as a child and me as an adult. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but to put it simply, my brain weird. And it weird
Yeah.
in sense of whenever you know how like those children have like those little Lego sets whenever you're waiting in a waiting area, whatever, and there's like kids waiting section. I was both a child as an adult, because sometimes like I am an adult who will go over to the kids section and play with an object because I don't fucking care. But whenever I play with the Legos, I, for some reason, just build a pyramid. No explanation why. I just build a pyramid. Sometimes I'll build the pyramid upside down. But a majority of the time I just build a pyramid out of all the blocks and it just be a fucking multicolored pyramid. For no reason.
I need to find a desert. I might eventually start working on another Egyptian
While I was
style
traveling, there was a desert.
But I've built a pyramid. And this pyramid is going to be a villager trading hall when I get everything up and running.
Nice. I'm gonna need a shovel. Somebody come get her. She dancing
Do you need
like a
cows?
stripper. Hey. Huh?
Do you need cows?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why would I need cows? Other than for their leather. Leather.
I don't know why you might need cows. But
Them
I
udders.
will show you the reason why I ask if you want cows.
My brain just like other than their milk. In case it's not obvious yet, I am very
Udder.
deprived. We
Me too. Me too.
Dude, whenever I'm
We
sleep
started
deprived, I
this-
kind of go weird. I go weirder than usual weird, which I don't know if people could tell that or not, but it's something. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is definitely something.
I'll send you another screenshot to show you the reason why. I asked if you wanted cows.
Is it a mushy cow?
No, sadly. I'm gonna get those though.
Dang. Whoa, that's a lot of beef! Dude, that makes me think of Markiplier. Why did you why? You're not answering my question, Cree.
Which question?
Why?
Why what?
Why cow? Why much cow? Hmm? Do you think there's a holy
well,
cow in all of that? Do you think there's a virgin
know
holy
there-
cow?
I know there's an imposter sheep. There's one sheep in that cow pen, and he just kind of wanders around like he's a cow.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there's not a virgin cow.
Oh, all the cows have lost their cards.
Yes.
Ah. In order to do the mating mate of the cowness. My brain is so out of it.
Angel's roof is weathering quite nicely.
Weathering?
Yeah, copper weathers.
Yeah, I know that. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, her roof
Because you said
is
weathering
copper.
and my brain was like, what does that mean?
It
Why
means
do you
that
have
it's
so much
transitioning
cow?
well.
But that's
Well,
not
you
answering
see,
my
it all
question.
started a long time ago when I was needing to build an enchanting setup, and I didn't have enough leather,
Uh-huh.
or paper for that matter,
Mm-hmm.
to build the enchanting table the way I needed, because I didn't have the books and I didn't have all the bookcases, and yeah. So, I went a little overboard, and this is cow roundup number 3. I've had 3 sets of cows that were that big and that full in my pen.
My brain immediately was like Woody's Roundup Gang, but instead it was Kree's, so Kree's Roundup Gang.
Yeah, pretty much. The last time that I went on a great culling of the cattle, I ended up cooking 3.5 stacks of beef.
Now we just need a Jesse and a
Prospector Pete?
yeah. Hopefully one that's not gonna backstab and try to kill Woody.
I feel like it's definitely gonna happen.
Then I will take that position.
Of course you would want to take the backstabby position.
You know, I gotta do the stabby.
Yeah.
You know that.
I do. Why are you sending me emails, Shutterstock? Stop it.
I get emails from all over the place too.
I've kind of ran out of things to do right now.
How dare you? You can make a house out of potatoes.
I probably could, but that's beside the point. I really need to gather more deep slate before I continue on my current builds.
Once again, I didn't look to see if I have any in my stuff.
That's fine. I don't expect you to give me deep slate.
But
I would not mind you helping me mine it one day.
I do not mind helping you.
Well, thank you.
That was a horrible pun. It was so corny. Even I'm actually cringing at my own joke. Oh, sooner or later I'm gonna be growing the dad gut and just be like, hello, son. I'm losing it. Even the chickens are staring at me weird. Don't judge me, chicken. I'm tired.
Okay. Would you just like to end the stream?
No. I honestly don't think we've been streaming for that long.
I feel like we've been streaming for about 30 minutes.
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah, we're just about to reach an hour. We're like 2 minutes short of an hour.
I mean, I really was only planning on streaming for like an hour and a half since we started so late tonight. Maybe 2 hours. So
Yeah,
we're
I
about
was thinking
halfway
that
through the
too.
stream.
That's about halfway. Whee!
I hate that too. Maybe we can try streaming again another day soon.
I would hope so. Because I do enjoy these streams.
We can get
because
a lot of
we talk about a lot of
recorded.
things. Because we can talk about like goofy things because I'm just that type of weird person. But at the same time, like we can talk about like really deep and there's a witch here. But we can talk about deep and I want to say philosophical, but that's not the right word. Philosophy.
Philosophical.
Yes, that's the word. Perspectives, and you're more on like that perspective, and I'm more on the way I describe you and I is kind of like Mark's podcast of Go, my favorite sports team, where you know a lot about a lot of things. Hi, Enderman. Sorry, he just like spawned and it scared me.
Elvermage 1209 is sleeping in a bed.
Um,
Just skipped his
but,
own
like,
full player needs to sleep in bed
Mark
at the
doesn't
same
know
time.
jack shit about like certain things, like, you know, sports. But his buddy Tyler does.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tyler has to like break down sports to Mark. And that's like you and I. You have to break certain things down for me because I don't understand them. But at the same time, it's very informative. It's very fun. And even though I might not understand it 100%, it's a good it's a fun experience.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I still have that idea for doing the philosophy of anime recordings. I just
Dude, yes.
haven't yet.
Yes.
I still haven't really gotten a very good, clear answer yet. I've had like one person say which anime he thinks I should do, and it was My Hero Academia on your Discord, and I'm just like, this is literally the most shallow plotted anime that I've ever watched. The
Yeah.
anime
Okay,
plot
so
is about as deep as a
speaking of
puddle.
that, there was someone who like so I was hanging out with someone and we were hanging out, we were having a good time, blah blah blah, and we ended up talking about anime because we all like anime in this group, and then we talk about My Hero Academia because we all watch My Hero Academia, and we get to a part, and they're like, I look at a cup. And a cup has Bakugo on it. Not that I like him or anything, but I'm looking at this cup with Bakugo on it, and I was like, "This is a cool cup." And the guy looks at it and he is like, "That's the worst character in My Hero Academia." And I just was like, "What?" I had to stop. And I was like, I just stopped, like, moving, because I was in the process of putting the cup back and then he said that, and I just stopped. And I had to, like, reboot in my head and then put it back, and I'm like, okay. And I just, like, didn't say a word. And then eventually, like, skip ahead a few, like, 10, 15 minutes later, he's like, so who's your favorite character? And I just looked at him and was like, the person that you just said was the worst character in the entire franchise of My Hero Academia. And he's like, oh. Just oh. And I just sat there and I was like, why?
I think the worst character is probably the tail guy.
He's
What's his
so
name?
bland.
Koji?
He's literally so bland that he has the exact same name except for like one part of his name. His name is the exact same as someone else. How much more bland can you get?
You'd be surprised. I know some pretty vanilla people.
That's fair. I will say this though, but we both agreed that Suki, I think is what she is called, or Suyu.
Tsuyu Asui?
Yes. I don't know why I kept calling her Suki. But Sue, dude, we all agree she is best, and we all agree that like she made us all really sad whenever she cried.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
I just found lapis lazuli ore at Y level 61.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
753 62.
Elvermage 1209 says 7536.
Negative 431.
Pilgrimage 1209
That's
says
where
mine is
this
Orton
lapis
Mark 31.
lazuli ore is. Um,
Strange.
I'm gonna
Shoot.
screenshot that, I guess.
Yes, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
It's right on the edge of a ravine.
Anymore, people don't know that reference. And I had to explain that to
And
them.
there's
They're like,
literally more lapis ore directly below it. Like 15 blocks below it.
strange.
Yeah, I'm really confused. Sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. But do you not know the reference? Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I feel like I should, but I don't.
It is from a Netflix, Netflix show.
Okay, there's a bunch of those.
The creators of this Netflix show, you can obviously tell by the style as well, also helped create The Simpsons.
The Simpsons?
Mhm.
I never watched The Simpsons.
Honestly, neither have I. I just seen certain scenes that people are like, dude, The Simpsons, they know everything. Like, people have the conspiracy theory that The Simpsons are predicting the future.
Yeah, that one I do know about, and it's kind of oddly accurate a lot of times.
Yeah, some of them are very creepily accurate that I look back at them and I'm like, huh? It's very weird.
Hmm.
I mean, it's cool, but it's still very weird. Because I was like, oh, that's just like one coincidence, and then more and more show up, and I'm like, it's getting less of a coincidence and getting more creepy. What the hell? Yep.
Anyway, so what is this show that you were trying to get me into?
Disenchantment.
Disenchantment.
I think that's what it's called. Either Disenchantment or Disenchanted. But it's about this. It's like we're set back in time, back in the olden days, regarding like, what's a good example? The plague.
The plague?
Yeah.
You mean like in the 1720s?
The Black Death, bubonic plague, royalty.
Oh, medieval times.
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. It's set around that time, and there's a character. Her name is Tara Beanie, but everyone calls her Bean for short. Spelled exactly as it is, a bean. She has white hair and buck teeth like a fucking rabbit on cocaine. But besides the point, she is very strongly an alcoholic with severe mommy and daddy issues.
Okay.
But like, it's just a huge comedy thing. Her poor dad like goes through so much hell throughout the entire series. There are, I believe, 4 seasons so far.
I might have to look into it because I don't think I've
And
seen
it's really hilarious. And then my favorite characters, which are also her like side like the side guys of the story. Lucifer, aka Lucy, is what everyone knows him as. He is a demon, and he's the one that I reference because Elfo is the other character. He is literally half elf, half something else. I haven't figured it out yet, but I have a very strong theory of what he is. But supposedly Elfo is an elf, and that's all he is. He's a cute little elf boy, and I love him a lot. He's very fun. And he's like the very innocent guy. He's very innocent, but he also kind of is a little bit of a little bit of like throughout the series he kind of grows more of a backbone. He used to be very shy and very timid, and like between Lucy and Elpha, they were basically like the angel and the demon on her shoulders. To put it simply, Alpha was the angel boy, and Lucy was the demon boy.
Okay.
But throughout the rest of the series, Alpha starts getting a backbone. It's kind of cool to see him grow.
Mm-hmm.
But besides the point, I love Alpha. He's adorable. He's derp. Lucy, on the other hand, is kind of like he's a mean character, but funny and caring in his own weird demonic way. And one of his famous lines that he says a lot is, "Do it, do it, do it, do it," because he's kind of doing the whole peer pressure thing of, "Do this, do it, do it, do it, do it." There was actually a point where Alpha was like, "I don't know if we should do this. Can you guys peer pressure me to do this?" And Lucy was like, "Sure thing, buddy. Do it, do it, do it, do it." And I was like, "Yep, that sounds about right." That's their relationship.
Fair enough.
And I just love it. It's so funny, and they push a lot of the it's very strong sarcasm for its time, and that's what makes it a good show.
Okay.
I like it. I recently am like halfway or almost done with part 3, and I'm just now reaching part 4, and that's what I mean about like the dad. Like the dad's gone through shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so horrible what he goes through, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he has all these problems." I wonder why he has all these problems. No one's giving a fuck about him. And it's so
Poor
true.
guy.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much about it, so I'm not going to say much else. But, like, to put it simply, he goes through a lot of shit, and no one gives a damn. Like, seriously, no one gives so much of a damn that some people are even like, "What? Will you die so, like, we can just take over? Like, can you, please? Will you?" That's pretty much what they say. But they don't, like, fully say it out to his face because, you know, you're not allowed to say that to a king. But they're just assholes. They're just, like, huge assholes, and they're like, would you mind? It's a whole shebang.
Would you mind just so kindly giving up on
Yeah.
living?
Could you do me a favor? Could you just not? I mean, he is a little bit of an idiot anyway, but it's still weird.
Like I said, I might have to look into this.
It's very funny. If you like sarcastic jokes, it's right up your alley.
Oh, interesting fact. I've been designing a D&D campaign based off of the SCP Foundation.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You've told me about that. I'm gonna hate it. Like, I'm gonna love it, but I'm not gonna know what to do. The only thing I know that is a good SCP are the eyeball guys, because he helps with the other thing because he's just a walking eyeball.
SCP-131. So, I've actually completed the map now.
Oh no.
It's a 6-level map.
Oh my gosh.
And it is Site 13. Site 13 was originally in the story a SCP site that got discontinued. It was in the process of being built in Nome, Alaska, and then they just decided to discontinue the building on it and stop building. But it miraculously appeared one day in Texas. Fully built, operational, and putting off some very interesting energy that was...
Is this a story? Is this a real thing?
Reality. This is a story.
Okay. Dude, you freaked me the hell out. I was like, what?
Anything having to do with the SCP Foundation is technically just a story.
You say that, but there are some things that are just so questionable that I question if it's actually real or if it's fake because
That's
they
the
make
reason
it
why I just
seem
kind of say
so realistic.
technically.
It's so
Technically, it's just a
mind-boggling.
story.
Yeah.
So, inside this building, there are many, many things. I'm not going to spoil too much of it for you in case you actually do want to play with it. If you don't want to play in that campaign, that's also fine.
I plan on playing in this campaign.
I figured you might want to. The site, when it reappeared in Texas, was deemed SCP-1730. It was an SCP in and of its own self because it had originated from a different dimension.
Interesting.
There was a lot to the story, and it was housing some of the most dangerous and most outlandish Olympia and Apollyon classes, SCP anomalies, in existence when it was displaced from a different dimension. And this campaign is going to be taking place in the days leading up to what happened to Site-13.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
So we're going back in time a little bit before it became SCP-1730 and was still just a functioning Foundation facility.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys get to play, well, I'm kind of up in the air about it. I have one person that's wanting to play an SCP, and I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to having a couple people play SCPs.
That actually
And
sounds really
have-
cool to play an SCP and have it be like a weird version of their perspective.
Yeah. And then others will be D-class personnel.
I will be OD class personnel, but I will be concerned and want to constantly stab everything or poke something, which will probably end up getting me killed.
There's a solid chance. There's a solid chance of that.
What do you do in a horror game or what do you do in a horror game or in a horror movie that's gonna get you killed? Me. Poke it. You see a mysterious thing. It just appeared there. What do? Poke it.
Yeah, pretty much. I would be like, okay. As you're walking through the woods, a small clearing appears in front of you. In the center of this clearing hangs nothing but a couple of branches leaned against each other with string tied to them to hold them in place and a bell centered between the two. What do you do?
Poke the bell. I ring the bell. Either I ring the bell or I poke the string.
Neither of those things are good.
I
Neither
poke
of
the
those things
stick.
end well for you guys.
See, this is what I mean whenever I say that. I'm gonna end up, like, if I were to play a horror game or anything, I'm gonna end up killing myself by accident. By doing the dumbest thing possible, which is just putting my fingers on things that I really shouldn't put my fingers on. That can be taken out of context so badly.
Yeah, I can. Geek, do me a favor real quick.
What am I doing?
Repeat after me.
Repeating after you.
Do not
Do not
fuck with
fuck with
the Fae.
the Fae.
Now, all together.
Do not fuck with the Fae. What's the Fae?
There you go. The Fae is the spirits and other worldly beings that inhabit the forest on a magical level.
Oh.
So,
Oh
fairies
no.
and treants, revenants, dryads.
Kree, you do know that you said do not, which is going to make me want to do.
Yeah, I know.
But at the same time, I'm gonna trust your word, even though you know more than likely I'm gonna end up forgetting and being like, I do.
Do you want me to tell you one of the most dangerous things about the Fae?
Yes. So
There
does
are
that, whenever
certain...
you say don't fuck with the Fae, does that include poking them?
Yes, that definitely includes poking them. Do not poke the Fae. If you find random shiny things hidden inside of tree stumps, do not take them. If you find rings of toadstools, do not step in them.
But
If you find odd puddles in the middle of the forest, do not step in them. Do not take water from them. Do not drink water from them. If
do
you
not poke
find
them?
bells,
I can't
do
poke
not
it and
poke them.
watch it reflect and watch it go bitter bitter
No,
bitter bitter.
you cannot.
Oh.
Do not mess with bells or random staircases that you find in the middle of the woods. And if you hear something
Honestly,
asking you,
like that weirded me out as hell because people have actually talked about the staircases as a real thing.
hmm a
And
lot
is
of
it
people
weird that I
believe the
really
Fae
want to
are
find
actually
one just
real.
so I can poke it?
Kind of. A lot of people believe that the Fae are actually real because they're talked about in certain mythologies, like Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm.
And in sorry, there's a chinchilla that's barking.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, what, a
Yeah,
chinchilla?
yeah, chinchilla.
Oh,
The other
I haven't
places
seen a
in
chinchilla since
pagan
elementary
beliefs,
school. I had
like
a friend who was into who had a pet
witchcraft.
chinchilla.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah. And then one day, I received a phone call from my friend. She's like, "Yeah, my chinchilla's dead."
Oh,
Yep. She tried to feed it a
that's
treat,
sad.
and it just apparently just like, nah, fam, I ain't moving.
Hmm. Um. Oh yeah. So don't do any of that. And especially if you're walking through the woods and you hear something speaking to you and it asks you for your name, do not give it to them.
So I can't give him a fake name?
You can give them a fake name,
Okay, cool.
but do not give them your actual name.
I have no intention of giving them my actual name. I have every intention of saying, my name is Ichabod Jones!
Because that is one thing that the Fae has been known to do, and it starts entire campaigns. Simply, you stumble upon the Fae wilds. You and your party are walking slowly. There's an eerie calmness about the forest. It seems quieter than usual. There's a low-hanging mist that sits on the ground, and you can almost hear a faint chittering of laughter, and feel and sense something out of the corner of your vision. You know that there are things there, and they're watching you. When suddenly, you're approached by an unembodied voice. This voice sounds very polite, rather proper, almost noble in nature. He simply becomes a little bit closer, louder in your ear, and says, "Hello, might I have your name?" Upon what the party does, it changes the outcome.
Dude, my immediate reaction was to be like, my name is Nunya. Sure for Nunya business.
That's a very viable option.
Why do I
Because,
feel like that would kill me?
are you familiar with the Face Stealer spirit in Avatar: The Last Airbender? Ko?
Yes.
That's very similar to what the Fae do, except they take names. You say, sure, and say, my name is so-and-so, like George Thornton. No longer does anyone know your name. You don't even know your name anymore. They now own your name. And you are lost as a nameless soul in the Fate Wilds until you can find the same spirit that took your name and reclaim
Fuck that shit.
it.
Like, fuck that shit. No.
It's a very interesting concept, and like I said, there are full D&D campaigns based off of this.
Is that where you got the inspiration from?
For the Fae?
Yeah.
Not really. There are multiple places where I gain my inspiration for the Fae. Some of them are directly from sources that believe in the Fae still existing. Some of them are from like D&D, some of them are from Lord of the Rings.
But now I'm curious, like, do you believe in the Fae?
Kinda.
To a
I
certain
can't
extent.
disprove their existence, and
Mm-hmm.
I've witnessed some pretty strange things when by myself in the forest.
Ooh, you. So let me get this straight. In a horror movie, you would be that guy walking in a forest by yourself in the middle of the night, more than likely. That would
No,
be you.
I was alone in a forest waiting for a deer to walk by. I was hunting.
Okay, that makes more sense. You did not specify. I just hear I'm alone in a forest.
Yeah. I've just experienced some pretty strange things while alone in the forest before. You can definitely tell when something is just a deer walking by or something else entirely.
Yep.
A lot of people believe that skinwalkers originate from the Fae, that they're just a different part of the Fae that show themselves more in certain cultures based on their location.
That's fair.
And I'm not saying anything as to say that they're real or that they're not real,
Right, right.
but I can say that I've been driving home before at about 2 in the morning. It was late. I'd been out drinking with my friends, and I waited a long time to make sure that I was sober.
Right,
Like
right.
hours type. I was sober, I was good to drive. And
Mhm, mhm.
I get to about within a quarter mile of the river near where my house is,
Mhm.
and I watch this deer start to cross the road. And it stops at the edge of the road and looks at my truck
Mhm, mhm.
and stands up on two legs and walks across the road on two legs. And then simply gets back down on all fours, looks at me again, and wanders off.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That dude looked at you like you can tell people this, but they're not gonna fucking believe you. Type of shit.
Yeah, that's the way I felt about it. I was like, God,
Dude, like
there's no way
he
someone.
knew what the shit. He's like, oh, it's just one guy. And now watch this shit, and then does it, and he's like, no one will ever believe you if you tell anyone. Boom.
Yep.
That just reminds me of this one animator YouTuber guy. I forgot their name, but they're a YouTube animator, and there was this one story, and it just stuck with me forever, where this girl, he was dating this girlfriend in high school, and together they were an item, and she was a vegan. She was either a vegan or a vegetarian. I can't remember which one, but needless to say, there's something burning outside. But she was either a vegan or whatever. But she didn't like meat. This
Hmm.
is important to the weird story because even though she did not like to eat meat, her dad liked to hunt. And one day he just
Hmm.
like showed up and was like, "Hey, I just killed this deer. You want to skin it with me?" And she's like, "Hell yeah!" And they skinned a deer together. And then skip
Hmm.
ahead later, the boyfriend's eating a burger, and he would get a giant like McDonald's burger, like a deluxe or whatever, and he would get a large order of fries for her. Well, one
Hmm.
day she just like straight up goes over, walks over to him briefly in the middle of him eating his burger and just takes a giant bite of his burger, eats it, and then looks him dead in his eyes and said, and because he was like in shock because she's a vegetarian slash vegan. I don't remember which one she was, but like she
Hmm.
just straight up ate a burger, straight up ate a bite of the burger, and she looked him dead in his eyes and was like, "No one will ever believe you," and walked away.
Oh Lord.
And that was true. Like he went up to her family after that. He went up to the dad. He went up to the mom. He went up to the brother. And none of them believed him. And like the way you said that story was like, that makes me think of that thing. That YouTuber.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And that
There's
there you
definitely
go.
some weird occurrences.
My only weird occurrence is that ghosts, man. Spirits, ghosts, I don't know how to describe it. I don't have an explanation as to why I have these. I'm not sure if they're issues. I don't really consider them issues. I just don't know why I had this whatever. My family will like to tell you, like my stepdad will easily tell you that I have like this quote unquote gift. I have the sixth sense or whatever.
Hmm.
I'm that person to him.
Okay.
But honestly, for me, I'm just an average person who just for some reason, I think because a lot of people can look at me and think, "Oh, I'm a child." Because usually a lot of people think of a child as kind of more not just kind of just like, just a little easier to talk to than sometimes adults, cuz sometimes adults are not fun to talk to or whatever,
Hmm.
So I think that like some spirits might get me confused with a kid and they'll be like easier to talk to me or whatever. That's just like my theory. Because I've had a few instances where I've gone to a handful of cemeteries in my life.
Hmm.
And in my experiences of being at said cemeteries, I always have like this weird notion or like this weird feeling that someone or something is just like around. And I don't know
Yeah.
why. But more often than not, they don't, like, a majority of the time, I don't feel like they're out to hurt me. They're just more like, hi. And that's it. Just like kind of a simple, hey there. I'm here. I'm in existence. Alright, cool, that's it, bye. Type of situation. There's only been a few times where I'm like, I have this gut feeling that I need to leave. Because I felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And that's my life. It's just for like, that's what I deal with. And I remember this one time at work. The reason why this happened, I don't know why it happened. But I remember I immediately called my mom immediately after this encounter. And I was like, hey mom, what information do you have about this situation, about this place? Because where I work now is, okay, so let me tell you the history about this building. This building, you look at it from the outside perspective, you can obviously tell it was once a church. So, it was once a church, and then after it was no longer a church, it became a house for this couple. An older couple, might I add. Skip ahead, eventually it got sold to where I work, my office now, that I work at over the weekend. What's interesting is that I've never really had a full weird encounter. It was pretty average Joe stuff. You would hear
Yeah.
a knock on the wall or whatever. Because, it's a slightly older building. You kind of get used to that kind of thing. But I remember a few times, like whenever I first started working there, I would hear a knock on the wall. And I would just stop and stare. And then I would just, like, knock on my desk. And then I would just do it in return, just, for the heck of it. And then 9 times out of 10, you would hear a knock again. And I would just play this weird knock game for a while in the middle of the night, because what the fuck else am I supposed to do? I'm bored at work, man. What do you want me to do? And then one day, this was the most recent, because after a while, like, it stopped. I think they just got fed up with me. They're like, whatever, I don't care. And I didn't really bother with it until I was at work and I had finished up with the bathroom. I was getting up from the bathroom and I caught a whiff, like, like when a grandma kind of smelly, flowery perfume. You know that smell? That perfume smell?
Yeah.
I got an immediate whiff of that. and then it felt like someone touched my arm, and I had to stop midway of getting up and like smell around. Like my immediate reaction was to become a dog and just smell for that scent, because it's literally like, you know, whenever someone walks by you and like you get a little cool breeze brush by you, or you smell like their shampoo or their perfume whenever they walk by you.
Mm-hmm.
I was having that. That's what it was like, and I had to stop and be like, where did that come from? Why? Where did it come from and why? So after that encounter, I immediately started to try to smell for that perfume again, because it felt like it walked by me. So I started smelling frantically for this perfume smell, and I could not find it. And I asked my mom, hey, could you find me some research about this house, like, or this building, like, the couple? The only theory I had, because I never had that smell ever again since then, my only theory is that whoever lived in the house previously passed away, and they just had to see the house one last time. And that's the only thing I could think of, because I have no idea why on earth I would smell that at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It could also just been a passer through.
I don't know. But my grandma does not wear that perfume. There's only one grandma I know who does wear that perfume, and she does not live anywhere near that where I work. Yep, it was a really weird experience. I still haven't heard anything about the family or anything like that, but I just didn't think about that every once in a while. I was like, who the fuck?
Ow. Sorry.
Yep, I've had that experience. I've had a couple experiences where, like, I don't know. I'm just weird, I guess. I don't know.
You know what would be fun?
Hmm.
If we started a podcast talking about this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Call it something like The Spoops with Geek and Cree.
Yes. Spoop stories.
That would be fun. That would be a
That would
lot
be
of fun.
very fun. Because I do enjoy things like that. And I remember one time, I probably freaked out my family more than I even realized I did at the time. But let me just say this. I was weird as a kid, in the sense of one day I had a funeral, a family funeral, because, you know, a family relative passed away. And so we went to the funeral. And we went to this funeral, and, you know, everyone's mourning, everyone's sad. And I was like, I felt slightly sad, but for some reason, I immediately got this wave as, like, we were, not long after we had the burial, I just had this huge wave, like, brush by me saying, I'm at peace, and like, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm at peace, like, everything's fine. And after that, like, I was like, while everyone's mourning, I'm just sitting here happy as can be, like, skipping around this, like, cemetery, and, like, at some point, someone pulled me aside, they're like, aren't you sad about this? And I said, no. And they're like, why? And I said, because she's at peace. And I just continued, like, skipping along. I was, like, 9. I take it back. I was more like 11 or 12. But I remember doing that, and I remember this woman's face, like, turned from being sad and being like, why aren't you sad too, to genuine concern. Like, full-on concern about what the shit I just said. Because everyone's, like, really sad about it, and I was like, I don't get why you're sad. She's fine. She's at peace. And she, like, for some reason to me, it was like, she didn't want anyone to worry so much about her, because she was happy with her life. She had a good life. It's pretty much what I just, like, got this huge wave of, and I don't know why. But that's what, that's what I do. And it's, I don't know what the hell it was. It was just a weird experience where everyone was sad, And I just remember sitting there just smiling as happy as I could be. And whenever people asked me why I wasn't feeling really sad about it, I was like, because she's at peace. Why would I want to be sad if someone's at peace?
Fair enough.
And it just weirds people out. I mean, I admit I'm a weird person, because I absolutely love stuff like that. And I remember once, I don't know if I ever told it here, but I definitely remember I went to Florida, to this haunted building, where you can do little ghost tours at night. And I was like, hell yeah, sign me up, dude. So I do that. And during one of those times, we were given a spirit box. And our guide was like, please be polite. Maybe like introduce yourself. So I'm like, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. And later on, we eventually started getting kind of tired, a little boring. And we're like, yep, I'm ready to call it a day. And our guide was like, hey, you mind if I see that spirit box? And we're like, sure. So we give back the spirit box because eventually, you know, nobody said no. We didn't hear anything anymore. We weren't really getting much activity anymore, or at least that we could see or feel or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, like as we were giving the spirit box to our guide, my mom and I literally had to stop and look at the little box because we heard it. I heard my name. And my mom heard it too, because she reacted in the same way I did, and then she looked back at me as if for verification of what I heard. And I look at her like, she looked at me, she's like, you heard your name, right? And I said, yeah, I heard my name. Because, like, I literally, like, what we heard was, as clear as day, I want to keep talking to me. Like, flat out. And I was like, what?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
From that experience, like,
also,
like they were like, hey, because whenever I first introduced myself, hey, my name is blah blah blah. It's nice to meet you. And then after a little bit, I would hear someone be like, nice to meet you, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got a voice. It's so nice to meet you too. Like I'll be really polite, and I don't know why, but that's just how I am. But there was also one time that I went to a cemetery doing the same situation, and one of them decided to almost attach themselves to me, which is not good. That's just like downside of being the type of person that I am, is that sometimes they can connect themselves to you. So my mom was messing around with some of the equipment. She wasn't getting anything, so she called to me, and I'm wandering around the cemetery reading people's names with just a video camera. Because I didn't have anything. My mom had all the equipment. And my mom wasn't getting anything. She's like, hey, we're going to head inside. We're done with the trip. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she gives me all the equipment. She's like, so I start taking the equipment. I start putting it away. Apparently, I accidentally turned one of these equipments on. And I look over, because I set it down in my lap, and it's just active. Like, it is just straight up. Because this thing was a, basically, if it detects energy, especially electronic or spiritual energy, it will just, like, start blinking profusely. And I had it in my lap,
So
and I
it's an
thought I
EMF
turned it
reader.
off. Yeah. I thought I had it turned off, and my phone was not near me, my camera was turned off, and I was like I said, I was putting stuff away. And I look over, and I just see it in my lap just flaring like crazy. And I freeze. I didn't know what to fucking do. And I was like, Mom, what do I do? And she turns over, and she looks in the back seat, because I was sitting in the back seat, and she just sees it go off, and she's like, I don't know. And then eventually, like, at some point, my mom's pretty much, I remember I, like, pulled up my phone at this point, and I just started recording it deeply away from where I had it, but close enough that you could see it. And you hear my mom say, I don't know who you are, but you are not welcome here, you need to leave. And as soon as she said that, it stopped blinking. And it was like the weirdest, creepiest shit I had ever experienced, because the thing that made it creepy to me was that I was just minding my own business, and all of a sudden it was like that, and the only way that they finally disappeared, or whatever, was whenever my mom literally yelled, I don't know who you are, but you are not welcome here, you need to go. And they just are like, okay, cool, and just yeeted. And I'm like, I
Interesting.
am apparently very kind of vulnerable.
Hmm.
But yay, that's my experience.
We could, if we did a podcast like that, we could go over certain like famous hauntings, like the haunting of Hill House or the
Yep,
Amityville Horror.
yep.
We could even go over things like the Conjuring House.
Dude, as bad as it is, I kind of want to go.
Mhm.
I would be so in trouble.
If we did really well and we got like
Midnight
really big
Shark.
with it, we could
Hello, Midnight Shark.
actually.
But let me tell you this. I am not a kid. Please stop telling me that I am a kid. I might sound like one, but I can promise you I'm not.
Yeah, technically she's not.
By legal standards, I am not a kid. I am old enough to vote. I'm not old enough to drink yet, but I'm old enough to vote.
Man, I feel
So how old
old.
am I? As of right now, on today, April 28th, I am 20. You sound 14. The number has followed me my whole life. Actually, it hasn't followed me my whole life, but it has definitely followed me
Yeah.
for years. It's followed me ever since I was 16. Actually, ever since I actually was 14. That thing has followed me forever. So, no, I am
I'm,
not 14. I am
I'm
20.
not gonna lie. You do kind of sound like you're 14 though.
I know, everyone says that.
You
You
sound
are
fairly
not
young.
20, you fucking... no, I am 20. I am 20. I just don't sound like it. You are not 20, liar. I am 20, okay? I am 20.
Kind of makes me curious. How old do I sound like I am?
25.
Hmm. I wonder if
I don't
that's
know. Midnight
true or
Shark,
if that's.
how old do you think Cree is? Why are you starting
I
to cry
mean,
already? I'm not crying! Dude, I don't... Okay, here's the thing about me, which is probably not healthy at all. I don't cry. I literally refuse to cry. Like, I absolutely do. I hate it. I fight my tears because crying makes me fucking mad. Because I hate showing my emotions like that.
hmm, it's not healthy.
You're about
You know
14 to 16. Bitch. I am 20. I am 20.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, even if I did a face reveal, it wouldn't help.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't help. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That just reminds me of this random story. Which is also why I hate Dollar Generals. But like, in a simple sense, I got sexually harassed once at a Dollar General. It was a really weird experience. I will talk about that story another day, but... Alright, I believe you in your dreams. Dude, I am 20, okay? I am 20 right now. I will be turning 21 in September. I don't know what fucking more you want from me. I am 20. I am currently in my 3rd year of college. I am aiming for a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
God, I feel old now.
I watched Gravity Falls whenever I was a kid. Another childhood shows of mine were Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo, Danny Phantom, a movie that I really loved as a kid, and I still love now. It's probably one of my favorite movies, Disney movies per se, was Treasure Planet. If you don't know what the fuck Treasure Planet is, then I guess I'm too old for you to understand. Alright. I want your subscribers. I mean, I don't have many. But, I mean, you know.
I feel like I don't have any.
Dude, you have like 37, 38.
Yeah, no, it's so few, but it's fine. Oh, also, interesting idea
Yeah.
that I thought about doing too, if you're
What?
interested in hearing, of course.
Yes, I'm
Um,
interested.
I've thought about putting up a green screen drop and putting like backgrounds to it and just kind of doing self-recordings of miniature D&D campaigns where they're click-through campaigns on YouTube.
Ooh, that sounds
Kind of similar
fun.
to how a heist with Markiplier was.
Oh,
Or
are you talking about like the video choose your own adventure things?
yeah,
I love those so much. No wonder you're
and I
bad at
could do
Minecraft.
that
Okay,
just.
first off, you're obviously not good at English. And I admit that I'm
Uh,
bad at Minecraft, okay? I don't need you to tell me that. I can admit to that openly. Alright, why else do you think I have a furnace tower? Next up, your is supposed to be spelled Y-O-U''re. Okay? So please, if you're in school, please learn your English. Study that shit. I can beat you with a wooden hoe. That's fair. I openly admit to that. I think Kriya's actually done that to me.
yeah,
See? What'd I tell you?
Minecraft PvP is not exactly her strong suit.
Dude, I am a danger to myself. You've seen me accidentally say that I have fallen from a high place because I've accidentally fallen off my tower. That's why I have a slime. That's why I'm gonna make a slime wall.
That's the reason you need a slime wall.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the reason why I was building a slime wall with no armor.
But if I did
Okay.
choose your own adventure type video thing,
I would watch it.
but I based it off of my D&D campaigns or
I would watch it.
my own D&D stories, you would do them?
Yes, absolutely. I love your choose your own adventure things. As a kid, I remember there was this book
That is
of a
too.
choose your own adventure type of thing where like you read the book, you read a certain chapter, and then like if you pick one choice, then you have to go to this page. If you have another choice, you have to go to this page, and you just do this in this book.
Hmm.
And there was this one where like you find this weird mysterious item. Do you take it or leave it? And I always took it. And then there's a ghost trapped inside of it, and they ask you to do something. Do you accept it or decline it? I always declined it because I don't trust a ghost that's just gonna appear out of the thing that I stole. No. And then like a majority of the time they're like, okay, you are now cursed then, and then like you end up having a car accident, yada yada yada. And then skip ahead. If you do accept, then you have to go on this crazy adventure, having to break into a museum and steal this artifact back for this ghost. And it was just a really chaotic thing on how you could like actually break into the place. You could do it one way, you could do it another way. You could wear a disguise, you could wear not a disguise. It was just a really interesting concept. And I was like, it would be really cool if they actually had videos of this. And then Markiplier came out with a date with Markiplier and all the other other ideas, like the Heist with Markiplier. And whenever I watched Heist with Markiplier, I was like, oh, there's so much more choices. I spent
31 endings, that was a
my
huge
whole work
production.
hour, my work shift, just watching it in awe, like taking it in, watching them thoroughly, and then making all the different choices that I could.
Hmm.
Because I was just that weird kid.
Which, have you done the most recent one yet?
Are you talking about In Space with Markiplier?
Yeah.
I did it twice. I did 2 different times, but I did one with my boyfriend, and we both made our own decision. We worked together on which choices we made, and then I did it again on my own, and I somehow ended up in what supposedly what actually happened with
Yeah.
older Markiplier. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but like I meet older Markiplier and he like tries to attack us. And I was like, holy shit, it was him.
That's pretty cool.
And then like it just stops. You're childish, you sick, Ray, a bunch of gibberish and more gibberish with the Z starting with the beginning. Let me just say this. If you're trying to say you're childish, again, Y-O-U''re, childish. And I know F in the chat, okay? I know I'm not good at Minecraft. I admit to it. And I know my way of chopping up this tree is a fucking heartbreaker for people who are actually good at Minecraft. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
This is how I play. I'm sorry.
It makes
God,
me
I sound like
sad.
such an asshole.
But how long have we been streaming, girl? I'm probably about to have to hop off here.
I think I might hop off too. We have been streaming for getting close to 2 hours now. 5 more minutes and then it'll be 2 hours.
Then yeah, it's probably about time for us to hop off.
And
We
then
can
I'm gonna go to
definitely
sleep.
stream and do some
And then
stuff
I'm gonna
again
wake
another
up
day.
and go to class and then prep myself emotionally for Bloodborne.
Oh Lord. Please, shoot me a text, call me, something before you start streaming Bloodborne because I want to watch it. I'm
I
gonna
will
be at
gladly
work,
send
but
you
I'm
the
going to
link
have it
whenever I
playing.
start trying to get it set up, if that's okay.
That's fine. That'll
Alright.
work.
You want to watch me
All
fail?
right.
Is that it?
I think it'll just be so fun watching you learn more than just failing because I feel like
I think it'll be a
your
combination of both
nature,
learning and failing several times.
yeah, your nature of being so stubborn means that when things kill you, you're going to be just more likely to try to get back up and try it again. And you'll quickly learn your own style and what you want to do with your playing, and it'll be a really neat experience, I think, all the way around.
Dude, that just sounds like how I play Hollow Knight.
I mean,
That's
I've
just
described
exactly
to you
like
that
how
you're
I play
kind of
Hollow Knight.
similar.
I'm just so stubborn. That's just how I play.
Hollow Knight is just kind of a more basic 2D looking game as opposed to the
It's so
3D
cutesy yet
harder
beautiful and and like very detailed, even though it's like very simple and cutesy.
stuff.
And then on top of it, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. All right.
Well, I do
I'm gonna
appreciate
do
you having me on the stream with you today. It's been fun.
Hell yeah.
And I look forward to doing my own streaming and content and stuff again here soon. I really wanted to start today, but with a couple of things that are coming up with work, I might not be able to do it this week.
Oh no.
Because my manager is going to be having a surgery, so she's going to be out for about 4 or 5 days, and so the team's picking up some slack. I'm picking up extra hours, stuff like that.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Pop.
But that gives me a little bit more time to plan a few things, and I might try to get one of those weird little choose your own adventure D&D things mapped out.
Please do. I would love to participate in that.
I might do a Fey Wilds one as the first one I do. I think that would be fun.
And I actually think I might get that game. It seems really fun.
Oh, the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands?
Yes.
You should. It's so fun.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you so much again, and
Tú ni siquiera sabes en español.
A mí no habla español, bueno.
I swear they probably put that through Google Translate because they said the Spanish. You don't say the Spanish!
I say the English sometimes.
Yeah, but that's different.
Fair enough.
Tú ni siquiera sabes el español. Alright. Never mind the fact that I have an associate's degree in fucking foreign language, more specifically Spanish, because I studied that shit for 2 years. Never mind that.
I don't. When I hear you speak Spanish, I'm just like, I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Makes me think of something. I just don't
Oh,
remember
it
what.
makes you think of that TikTok sound that is literally a person saying those exact things. Either way, I'm gonna get off of here. It's been a great time, and I hope you have a great night. If you need anything
I'm gonna
else, just
shut
holler
down
at
these
me, okay?
quick boards and then I'm gonna call it off myself. Ow.
Clickboards?
Yo pensé que me iba a ir a dormir y no puedo jugar con mi novio, no puedo ir a dormir y me levanto y no puedo ir a la escuela. Ayer a la escuela, no me puedo ir a puro, no puedo jugar a mi lado. Ay. L. Alright, cool.
Suenas como si tuvieras. How do you say it? Se don't say it. I say 14? 14.
That's 14.
Yeah. So, what is that? How that said? Suenas como si tuvieras 14?
What are you trying to say?
You sound like you're 14.
Rude.
I know. I could also say it in German. Hold on.
Ich bin rude.
German. Because there's one word I don't know. Ah, that's what it is. Du klingst wie 14.
Ich bin rude.
Hello, Ira. How are you doing, kitty? Yeah? Jesus.
Please
You are
from
such a
the
heckin' chonk.
line, falling so slow,
Slow,
like
like
fragile tiny
fragile tiny
shells.
shells, drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy, comes marching home.
So that shit's sad as hell.
It is.
As a kid, whenever I watched it, I didn't care about it that much. I didn't like get super invested into it because they would just show an episode, and like I apparently missed out a lot of it because we just watched whatever was on the TV at the time. And whenever like I remember watching like the first beginning of the first season, and I had a childhood crush on Sokka. I ain't gonna lie.
You can only sleep at night.
Skip ahead. I haven't heard or seen that show until I see months, like, we're years later, we're in like season 3 somewhere because Zuko is now good and he has the really cool long hair and he was talking to his uncle. And I was like, who are you? Who are you? When did you show up? And like I saw Sokka and I was like, oh, Sokka. Your boyfriend doesn't even know how to speak Spanish. Whoa, buddy. Couple of things. Number one, this is not my boyfriend. The stream is so cringe that I'm gonna even start stream sniping you. Get ready for a raid in your next video. Alright. Do it, no balls. See if I care. Can I? Okay, there we go. Apparently, Kree, this person thinks that you're my boyfriend.
Oh, Lord.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because like your boyfriend doesn't even know Spanish.
No, I'm about as white as they come.
Next up, my actual boyfriend, yes, he does not know Spanish that well. He knows a couple of basic phrases in Spanish, but whenever it comes to more intricate Spanish things, he will ask me to help him out with it. But Korea is not my boyfriend. He is my guy friend. He's my friend who's a guy. Simply put. Korea, what do you want to roll for? Perception?
I'm terrified of asking what I'm trying to perceive here.
I mean,
But sure.
Okay, we're just gonna roll for perception. You got 18.
I have elven accuracy.
Basically your boyfriend, you idiot.
What?
They pretty much said that you, boyfriend.
Mm.
I mean, he's not 100% wrong in the sense of you are a boy and you are also my friend. But the difference between a boyfriend and a guy friend is that a guy friend has no full relationship. A boyfriend is someone that you are in a relationship with. Like, in
Yeah.
a relationship. Like an intimate relationship. Well, not all the time. But a relationship. Like someone that you can be with in more than just a friend way. A guy friend is a friend that just is the opposite gender of you. For me, that would be a guy friend. I also have girlfriends. I don't call them girlfriends. I call them literally gal friends. And that's just how I do it. Let's see what
I
my
just don't have
perception roll
friends.
is. Oh, this dice hates me. I got a 4.
I'm pretty sure whoever this person is literally just trying to say things to get you riled up, and it's kind of pointless.
Dude, I will easily say this. If you're trying to piss me off, there was no need to do that. Because I already have very little patience and little energy, and it does not take much to piss me off. But I'm doing my best and everything in my will to actually try to work on that. So trying to irritate me is not a good idea. Just saying. They are all the same thing.
Mm.
I'm going to assume that based on this information,
Oh, this dude's like 12 years old and doesn't
you
understand
are
the idea
young
of
as
autism.
shit. Okay? So I'm gonna have to kindly recommend you just not. That's not a good idea, but it's a great idea. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about, buddy. I've reached this point that I don't know what the hell they're talking about, so if you don't know what the hell they're talking about, why bother engaging with it?
The way that it was said, though, reminds me of that line in Free Guy with Ryan, where he's like, "Don't have a great day," and
That sounds
it's
familiar.
just the same thing. It means the exact.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer. But I'm gonna go. My perception is very awful. What happens if I try to do something? Oh, I got a 15. Oh, great. I can do something. What am I gonna do? Hello, Huey. I don't... Yeah, I think I'm just kind of burnt. I think I'm just kind of done. My tower furnace will be completed another day.
Yeah, we have all the time in the world.
Yep. So I'm gonna end it here. Thanks, Midnight Shark, for at least joining. But there is a difference between a boyfriend and a guy friend. And that's all I'm gonna say. Have a good night or day depending where you're on the world and all that fun jazz. I'm gonna go get some sleep, go to class, and then I'll be streaming Bloodborne later today. Because it is officially midnight.